Thanks for joining the Emancipate Show. I'm your host, Kel, and I have a topic that I would like to elaborate on, and it's actually about nursing homes. And is it worth it working there? Mm, Personally, I think the pay sucks. I think these people that own these establishment, the money, it's not worth it. You're better off getting a patient and taking care of the patient on your own time and basically let them pay out of pockets. I think it comes out to be a little bit cheaper. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is basically should we send our parents to nursing home when they get older? And I saw somebody said something about this topic that when their parents get older, it's not her responsibility to take care of anybody. And I feel like that was very disgruntled. If I was a parent, I'd be very disappointed in this person. And nursing home is very it's very it could be very depressing. But the fact of the matter is, I think nursing home was initially created for people that for the rich. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, we take care of the elderly. But seeing the way our things are going right now, I don't think people even care to take care of the sick. Like once you reach a certain age, they trying to kill you off so they could basically get what you got. And yeah, they will even lie to put you in a nursing home so they could get your money. You know, I've seen that happen quite a few times. But if is it right for you to send your parents to nursing home? In my opinion, I think no, because your parents your parents didn't have to make you, but you know what I'm saying, no, none of our, it was not our choice to be here to begin with. But for the parents and that took time out to send their kids to school, put a roof over their head, send them to good school, you know, basically did the job like a parents was supposed to. I don't think they should be in a nursing home unless they agree to that. You know what I'm saying? If your parents take time out to make sure that you got the proper all the things them that you need to be where you are, I don't think that is something that should be explored. And back in the days, nursing homes used to be more like for like the mental ill and people that were like unstable. But nursing homes been around since like the 19th century. That's how long nursing homes has been around. I was doing some research on it, and it's been around since the 19th century. But in 1946, the Congress passed a bill of what's that, Barton Act, which gave the government grant for nursing homes and the hospital to work in conjunction to take care of people that was disabled and people that pretty much don't have that kind of help that they're supposed to get. So my thing is this, right? And my biggest issue with this is, yeah, we have some dead parents out there that's running around, right? Now, if you have a dead parent that's running around and they get shipped off to the nursing home, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? You weren't there for it. I mean, I don't agree with it, but you know, everybody got their own decision of when it comes towards um, who they want to send there, and who they don't want to send there. But the people them that did the job, I just feel like it's it's very this it hurts to see that you guys send this person off that did right by you, stood by you, see you through, help you to get to where you are, and then you just send them in a nursing home, take all they got. Because when you go in a nursing home, right? Even if you got $1 million in this time, that ain't no money. You know what I'm saying? All these little things that they do, it adds up. A doctor visit could run you anywhere from 15 to $2,000. A doctor checkup could run you like $1,000. And when you go in a nursing home, you're just pretty much in like a room. I remember when I was working at Manhattanville, even though the guy that run the place is a piece of shit, um, like they was charging like $2,000 for a room, and it came up to like $4,000 for the month. So what most of these people had to do, they had to give somebody their money to hold, which a lot of people didn't get their money back, and they had to stay there. And if they can't afford the money, if they can't afford the rent there or the weekly rent to stay there, they get kicked out. It's $4 grand a week to stay there. I don't even pay that in rent. Not only that, the place is depressing. You can't move around like you want to move around. You're restricted, and then they put these ankle bracelet on you to track your ass wherever you go. Call it whatever you want to call it. Nursing home, assisted living. It's all the same thing. You're living in one facility. You're living on a plantation. You know what I'm saying? And to think you work all your life for your kids to send you there, that's very heartbroken. Like just being there, like, they have their little games. You have they have the religion thing that they do there. Sometimes they have like they little get together and stuff like that. But you're pretty much seeing the same people. You're in the same environment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go there just to rehabilitate yourself to come back out. But sometimes some people don't even make it. Sometimes people come to the nursing home and the next day they die. Sometimes they die in a couple of hours. I saved a couple of people when I was working there, and I really appreciated my experience working in Manhattanville because he taught me a lot about the value of life. Like just being there on the whole, like it was just it showed me like, yo, if you don't take care of yourself, this is what's gonna happen. If you don't put certain things in place, this is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us people are not born into wealth. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, Jewish people is born in wealth right out the gate. They own all these nursing homes. They making all the bread off these nursing homes. You know what I'm saying? You go there and you rarely find a Jew there, and if they're there, they get the most upper echelon treatment. While us black people, we just get like we get whatever we get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, if a parent is doing right by you as an individual, you know what I'm saying, you should do right by them because we're all gonna get there at some time or the other. In Jamaica, we can't even afford nursing home. I mean, they have it there now, but a lot of people can't even afford it. You know what I'm saying? So, kids, I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna listen to me, but y'all should look out for your parents. I remember this guy named Tony. He never spent no time with his kids. All he was worried about is these stupid horses that he bred and took care of. And the minute this guy got sick, he took him to the nursing home. He screamed, screamed, screamed. They put him in a psych ward. 2 weeks later, he was gone. I remember this other guy named San Gennaro. He married to some young chick, and I don't know what was his relationship with his kid, but I don't think it was good. He gave this girl his money. She took everything. He died there. I know another guy. He came in a nursing home. They rehabilitated him. Came back out. Went to Santo Domingo. Took some Viagra. Boom, heart attack. So a lot of these cases is bad. You know what I'm saying? You have a different variation. You have now they have your parents could take care of you, and I mean your siblings could take care of you, and you get paid. And they have assisted living, and they just have the straight up and down nursing home. But I think the one that is better right now is when you let your own peoples take care of you. That one is a little bit better. At least you're still in the comfort of your home. You're still living a normal life. The assisted living, you're still living on a plantation. And I remember when I used to work at this other assisted living place, they were ruthless there. They ran through people like it was nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? So kids, do right and try to keep your parents out of nursing home. And people, make sure you got a plan in place where You know what I'm saying? You don't end up in a place like this because it could be real depressing being there, living there amongst people, living amongst strangers, being taken out of the comfort of your own home. I remember this girl. She lived in a project, and her grandmother was get put in a nursing home, but her grandmother couldn't walk because she was overweight. And due to the fact that she was overweight, she was there, and then they put her in a nursing home, and she ended up losing the spot she had in the project. She started crying and shit. I mean, everybody's situation is different, and it's sad. It's sad no matter how you slice it. So we got to make sure we as people put a plan in place where we don't get caught with our pants down, where we're lacking. So before we get there, we got to make sure we eat right. We got to make sure we take care of ourselves. We got to make sure we got some bread saved on the side for a rainy day. I remember this white lady there. She had $50,000 in the bank, and let me tell you something. These people couldn't wait to get a hold of her money, and she wanted to be taken care of for free. I remember this lady. She's from Ukraine. She was staying in the shelter. She was just bouncing from shelter to shelter so she don't get put in a nursing home. So everybody's situation is different. You just gotta make sure that you got somebody that's gonna do right by you, and you better pray that whatever kid you're raising, they don't throw you in there. Sometimes these kids even sign you up and say, "Oh, this person got dementia. They should be in a nursing home." Boom, they come pick you up. It's a wrap. And starting back from scratch again is a hell of a thing because when you get kicked out of it, you probably have to go to a shelter. They got to find you a placement, and then you got to start all new again. Now you're at the mercy of the government. Now the government is paying all your bills and shit like that. If you hit anything for lotto or you get any kind of money, guess what? Who's gonna come scoop that up? The government, because he's like, yo, I paid for you. Now I'm gonna need that money back. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in there, the government pretty much own you. We're state property. So we got to make sure we got a plan in place. They say proper preparation prepare for poor performance, or we don't plan to fail. We don't. Well, I'll go. We don't we don't we don't plan to fail. We fail to plan. We're not. We weren't. We weren't. We did not. We're not asked. We didn't ask to be here, but we are here. So we got to make the best of what we have. So make sure we got a plan in place. So when we get older, we got a place to be, and we could be in the comfort of wherever we want to be. Some of the time, these people get dropped off. They don't have no clothes. Nobody want to give them a haircut. I mean, I need one too. Nobody want to give them a haircut. Nobody don't come visit them. The place is depressing. You feel me? So, kids, if your parents do right by you, the least you could do is do right by them. If it's family, everybody could take turn and work in junction with everybody. Like, okay, I'll go 3 days, you go 2 days. Some of these people only get visit maybe once a year, probably Christmas, maybe two times, maybe a birthday and Christmas. And some of them just don't get no visit. All these stories are sad. Sometimes they don't want to bring you clothes that you even own. Sometimes you go there, you come back out, you lose everything, your apartment, your everything, and nobody ain't trying to help you. So, parents, start planning better, start putting a plan in place, and try to live longer where you don't have to be in a nursing home. All right. Thanks for joining the Emancipate Show. I'm your host, Kel. Over and out.